It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. The Portland Trail Blazers win the opening tap. To Beasley. McCollum. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Nothing going here on that drive. And count the basket inside.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To McCollum. Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Here comes the screen. Paul sizing up the all-star Lillard. Steven Adams with the slam. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
McCollum to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Lillard, short jumper, won't go down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
D's got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Here comes the screen. Paul, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Portland ball. Lillard against Chris Paul. Thunder have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Textbook body control on the Euro step.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Lillard to Kent Bazemore. Picked up by the Thunder. The feed stolen away. To McCollum. 4-3. And C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide open look.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Here comes the screen. Chance for Paul. Deep two there. Won't go. Portland's got it. To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throws good for Lillard. The Blazers add one more to their total. Paul across the timeline. This score 12-8. To Adams. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Beasley. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Paul matched up with Lillard. Shot won't go. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Lillard against Chris Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Adams able to clear the board. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Trailblazers take over. Lillard guarded by CP3. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended. Shot from the lane won't go. McCollum with the basketball. The score, 14 all. Danilo knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Finish that. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. Ooh, Chris Paul. 4 out of 7. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To Adams. Here comes the screen. Paul. To Adams. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Lillard to McCollum. Deep right corner. To Lillard. Lets it fly from long range. Damian Lillard. Not much more the defense could have done. Hits a contested three.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Here's CP3. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Hassan Whiteside. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul up against the Weber State product. Trying to cash in. Just not going down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Lillard. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. Michael Beasley with the slam. Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions. Subbing in for the Trailblazer. Number 24.
Lillard to Nurkic. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. Missed a wide open look. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Oklahoma City ball. To Adams. It's a big finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Screen coming. McCollum matched up with Steven Adams. Short jumper won't fall.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard. C.J. McCollum. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Oh, yes, me and you. Match up, y'all.
Oh, pass stolen by Portland.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Zach Collins, couple of free throws on the way. Career mark of 64%. First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Thunder with the basketball. Yusuf Nurkic pins it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Yusuf Nurkic. Down to Adams. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. To Lillard. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Ken Bazemore. Lillard to McCollum. C.J. McCollum. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Lillard. Curling inside, Steven Adams with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oklahoma City's got it. Down low, Gallinari. Nice pass to set things up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The screen sets him up for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Lillard to Nurkic. Has a chance. Nurkic off the mark.
I got ball.
Here comes the screen. To Adams. Big finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Can't go down. Smothering defense. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
To McCollum. Has a look. C.J. McCollum. He's now 4 for 6.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The Thunder have the possession. Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it. Danilo Gallinari with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
It goes down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And hits the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Lillard. Crowder picked up by Adams. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Adams. probing the defense. And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Lillard. And the rebound comes down to the Thunder. A pass stolen by Portland. Bazemore with the slam.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Substitutions, Portland. Subbing in for the
Lillard against Chris Paul to Kent Bazemore. To the basket's McCollum, but his shot won't go down. Now Paul with the basketball. His team up by 1. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lillard picked up by Paul. To McCollum. Drives, but his shot won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
OKC ball.
I got him. Here we go.
Paul. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
To Adams. Offensive board. Bazemore matched up with Paul. That's no good. The follow won't go either. Steven Adams, huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. To McCollum. Count the bucket for 2.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
And scores. Strong take.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Nice finish at the rim.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Thunder with the basketball. Paul matched up with Lillard. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. It's Paul for 2. And scores on the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lillard to McCollum. Cleaning the offensive glass. Oh, and a putback.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Paul to Adams. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. McCollum into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Lillard. Curling inside. Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense to Adams. Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Lillard to McCollum. For three, off the mark, no good. Paul into the front court, leads a bucket. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To McCollum. Oklahoma City ball. Chance for Chris Paul, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Ah, rocking the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Paul into the front court. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. Zach Collins swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Paul across the timeline. Leads 5. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Paul, defended by Lillard. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Lillard to McCollum. Oh, he had him there for a second. McCollum with the shot, no good.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
McCollum to the basket, but he's unable to finish. To Paul from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Lillard to McCollum. Here's a chance from long range. That won't go. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Runner's good there.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
He throws it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got on an elevator and went to floor 8. And, Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Lillard to Beasley. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Paul with it up top. Up by 3. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Beasley to McCollum. Here comes the screen. McCollum against Adams. Lyles grabs the board. Now Paul with the basketball. Up 5. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard guarded by CP3. Here comes the screen. Lillard. Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Subbing in for the Thunder, number 29.
Paul sizing up McCollum.
Number 24.
Now Adams down low. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't, just disrespectful.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
C.J. McCollum has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, counted. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Steven Adams with the slam.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And counted at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Paul. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both, and you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
Steven Adams at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To McCollum. Driving right to the basket. Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Thunder with the basketball. Paul. Down low Adams. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To McCollum. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Zach Collins sends it away.
This game is all... Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Zach Collins sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Portland has the ball. Here comes the screen. Lillard against Adams. To McCollum. Goes to the left side. Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good. To Paul. Cruises inside for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Lillard, defended by Steven Adams. To McCollum. Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good. Paul into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Chris Paul at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 86% from the line. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. It's Portland ball. To McCollum. Steven Adams able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Paul across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. Screen coming. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Chris Paul, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Portland's got it. And hits for 2. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder edged out a close victory in today's game.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Trailblazers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss.
Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
Check out the leading scores for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game drive. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.